So what I'm recording now is one of the kids from 59 Hale. He's outside with no shirt on, no parents, and he's on Ridgewood when he lives on 59 Hale. And this is one of the quality of life concerns with the families up and down the block. This kid likes to be in back of the yard, cursing, saying the F word. And I told my neighbors, you guys gotta complain. So right now they're trying to get the kids to go in the house because they know his behavior is out of control because they have ADD. So you're cursing around other families and their children, and this is not how they're trying to raise their family. Hale Avenue is complaining about this new family that moved in after Francis owning the bodega, hanging out with Deacon Jose, not making any criminal reports of what's happening on Ridgewood to Hale to Norwood, and this is what the people are stuck with. So it's only me able to go around and help and explain these stories. As like I said, another family member from Hale Avenue is coming over here. You already saw the mother on my Facebook in a thong outside as I'm attending community meetings trying to take the bus. So right now I'm exploiting, what's happening on my block when they come over here. They're not properly dressed, they're not supervised, and you also got across the street complaining in Spanish and how they're speaking and what they're saying. So it's like I said, it's like one dispute from another dispute, and you're already seeing the problems coming from the bodega. This is why I said, it's already 10 p.m. These kids are out in the street like this. What's going on with the parents? Let me see if I can fast forward it to how they were playing in front of the house unsupervised. And what were they doing? So these are, like I said, these are multiple quality of life issues that nobody seems to understand. There we go. Okay, I just made it. Now, what we're going to see that I'm capturing is the alcoholic's back. I'm making sure he's not urinating. Coming from the store, it's already 11:27. What other businesses he went to go get drunk, there's nowhere he can hang out now. And I got the kids for 59 Hale running the streets at what time? 11:28. There's no parents. This is why I was saying we should call for a curfew in our neighborhood when the kids are outside past 9 o'clock without a parent. They should be fined. I understand they have an issue, ADD, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they can't afford electricity, have AC, okay. But still, you have a child in diapers outside, no adult. You have the elderly siblings that even, what's going on? So the whole family has ADD that the people are complaining about. Now they're in front of my neighbor's house. Now imagine, they have their own cameras, I have my cameras, but you still have no parents here. So what are they doing to my neighbors from the window with the kids there? What's happening? This is why I tell my neighbors to speak up, make your complaints, call the cops. 11:30 at night, you're having kids playing up and down the block with no parents. And this neighborhood has a lot of registered sex offenders. You have prostitution going out. You got a lot of homeless and people looking for money collecting bottles. And look, you have a child outside. Is this person even up to 18 years of age without adult supervision at this late at night? And this is why Ridgewood and Hale complains about them moving in. What's going on with the illegal pit bull off a leash by itself running up and down the block? And everybody's bringing these quality of life concerns, and you can hear across the street complaining something different. And then you hear the stores complaining something different. And these actions actually bother. So look at their attention. This is yesterday, almost going to the morning time, and the kids are out in the street. Look how they're going to touch the person's door. If I remember, they were playing with the door handles. Trying to get better footage. So like I said, I'm going over my security camera for quality of life issues. And I told my neighbors, use your voices. Are you guys voting here? You going to the community meetings when I go? Everybody got a part to take. This didn't happen in front of my house, so I can come outside and say something and argue with them and get the cops involved. And I'll walk around the corner with the cops looking for the family. I don't care how they argue. I don't care how they complain. At least it's documented and I made the report on paper. But this is not in front of my house. This is my neighbor's house. They got their kids they're raising, so what's going on here? Are they just now watching across the street and how they're hanging out, sitting in front of the house playing dominoes? See, a lot of things affects everyone in the community, but they don't display it on video. They just complain about it. That doesn't help anybody. You got to show evidence. That's not their vehicle. That's not where they live. They live around the corner. 59 Hale, where Francis used to live. Like I said, public nuisance is going to happen, and I'm going to start playing it more and more and sharing my thoughts and ideas with the public live when I go back on my cameras in the evening times. This is what took place all day. What does the public have to say about this? Am I right? And a lot of people are going to agree. We need somebody here at social media that attending these meetings and these district office and start publicizing. This is what the neighborhood looks like. Yes, people are going to argue. Yes, it's going to cause a lot of tension. But how are they running their business with their license? How are they respecting the public and their neighbors? And this is the area where they wanted to take a 2-family house, make it into a 3-family house, put additional floors on top. And you're going to create more of these problems when there's no parking that they continue to complain about. This is why I went over the elevators and what's happening with the new updates, because we need them. People need to stop using the excuse that, oh, you could complain here, but it doesn't matter. Why do you think we have community meetings? Why do you think we have police departments? And people don't seem to understand what? You got to grow a bigger family. You got to get a bigger group. And this is how you respect the public, who can fight, who can't fight. This is not what community meetings are meant for in voting. But they didn't damage my plants or nothing like that. They're just running up and down the block unsupervised with any adults. We haven't seen the pit bull run around. But they're in front of my neighbors, all the kids. So I get to show their intentions when they come over here. Just like the store and their parties. So if this is your vehicle and you recognize it, well, these are the kids at 59 Hale, banging on your window, banging on your doors, and you're wondering why you're getting dents. Is your insurance going to pay for this? Remember, kids are outside without no parents at 11:32 at night from 59 Hale, unsupervised. Look, in a diaper, no clothes on, in shorts, no shirts on. I don't even think we saw anything on their feet. And the store, the bodega that likes to break the liquor license, pissing up and down the block here, while they're coming across the street from their parties to urinate, and the kids go right back around the corner to Ridgewood and Hale. So this is my new thing. I'm going to start posting it for live for the public to see what's going on here. You see bad parenting, you see the bad adults. People just don't care. But when you start posting them, people are going to start caring because look how fucked up they are. And that's it. Thank you for listening to me out this early this morning. Reverend R. Sharpman will probably be on at 4 in the morning, 4:30. Hopefully you can get to see what's happening in my neighborhood of racial discrimination. Hopefully we can start protesting these bodegas and their business and their license and how they hang out in front of their house. And a lot of these problems is all due to intoxication. This is why I say boycott the liquor license up and down Ridgewood Avenue, because these families have it too easy to walk a short distance to pollute themselves and misbehave under addiction of alcoholism. And there's no mental health talking about this. And this is something that needs to be addressed. So I'm addressing it. And I'm going to continue growing and being somebody better. And that's it. Have a good morning, guys. Remember, go to your local churches. God is good all the time. And like I said, if you need help, start posting it. Stop arguing. Stop trying to say something that you can't prove. But yet I can prove it all the time when it comes to the cameras. With public nuisance and trespasses. Damaging quality of life and other people's property, desecrating public space. So have a good morning, guys.